Hello everyone, I am at the top of the lawn here, you can see, and further back you can see that there is the crane that we're using again just to do some minor touch-ups for the courtyard. So even though we finished, technically, there's always things to do and always rocks to manage. Even for the Ambition Masterpiece, sometimes we have to use the crane to reposition some rocks because if a rock is like tilting even just like 1 degree forward and it's like off-centered, then it can fall. So we always have to be careful for that. Anyways, but I'm not here to talk about that. Next time, maybe I'll try to get like a 360 video of like following some workers. But I wanted to show you certain paths here. This path up here, it goes up to the observation point, which is pretty good. You can see a lot of the natural temple here at that point. And then there's if you go up this kind of path here up the hill, then you can get to a gazebo called Don't Get a Mountain or Don't Get a hill. So, but today, anyways, we're going to go to Gamram Mountain and try to get to that gazebo because, well, I just gave a tour recently to some foreigners who visited, and they weren't able to go because it started raining and one of them had a bad leg. So I felt kind of bad. So I wanted to at least make a film, a 360 camera, or a video of the trail going to Gamram Mountain. It's about like a 40-minute walk up there, or hike. I'll try to go as quick as possible without tiring myself out. Uh, I realized that I've been only taking videos one way. If there's enough time, then I'll try to take the video going back. Of course, I'll split the video because I think it'd be too boring. One time though, I did run down with some of my friends, running down the mountain, and it took about like 15 minutes to get down to the lawn. It's pretty steep, that's why. But I hope that you enjoy this video. Sometimes if you want to just kind of enjoy the sounds of nature without me talking, then I can make certain videos with that, just not talking at all. I'm still trying to think of what's the best way to actually yeah, take these 360 videos. I just have to double check because I thought I got lost, or maybe did the path is split? Like I feel like I'm going up for some reason, even though I shouldn't be going up. It's been a while since I've walked on the trail to Gamram Mountain. Okay, this is the right way. So if you listen, you can hear some of the animals or birds. I'm not sure what animal that is. It could be a bird. It's making such a unique sound. I wonder if I'll pass by. I'll try to capture some any animals that I can find. I think that's one good thing about the 360 camera. You can easily capture footage of any animal or birds flying by or passing by because I can see in every angle. So I'm not sure what this phone booth on there. It's supposed to be like an information booth or something, but it looks a little run down. Oh wait, is it this way? Now I'm getting lost. Okay, well, I think that way is to Data Mountain. That's where they kind of blocked off the path. So I'm gonna keep hiking up, and if this turns out to be a complete failure, like I get lost or something, then I hope you can bear with me and I'll make another video. You can see that along some of these trees they have this kind of barrier. I think it's so that you can prevent the tree from like sliding if there's ever like rain. It comes down on the trees and then the mud slides. That's my guess actually. I really don't know. This is actually one of my first time seeing this along the trail. Okay, here's a sign. Very good. Okay, so that sign says Guki Bong or Guki Peak. That's the much longer trail. It'll probably take me an hour or more than an hour to get there. So we're gonna try to go to Gamram Mountain where the gazebo is. Yes, this is Chaeyeon Seonjo Natural Temple this way. Gamram-san, Paigakjang. Paigakjang is like 8-angle area or gazebo, I don't know. Octagonal gazebo. Just if you wanted to know the meaning and the literal translation. One of the challenges I think of going to Gamram Mountain is that the path is pretty steep. I don't think the distance is that long. I don't know if it said it over there. I'll look later. But I feel like the distance isn't that long. But because the mountain is so steep. Look at this. It's like I'm walking towards this wall that I have to climb over. And I think it does get steeper, so this is interesting though. I don't think I've been to Gamram Mountain during the spring like this. Usually I go during the summer. So the color of the trees and the plants, the lushness of this like area of the woods is very different. So you're lucky. I like this scene better. It makes me feel like I'm more of like in a forest or something. Though I've never been in a forest. I don't know if you have. If you have, you can talk about it in your experiences. I'd love to hear it. I heard that one tip for hikers is that when you're going up hiking, there's just like a hiker step. There's certain type of method, even though you may go up kind of slowly, it helps save energy over the long run. You basically have to, like, when you take a step, you straighten your whole leg until you lock it, so that for those split seconds when your legs resting, then it helps over a long hike. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna slip. I feel like I can like crawl up this mountain, or maybe that's what this is required of me. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get sweaty. Okay, it's a nice day though. I was thinking of going on a very sunny day, but then I was thinking like, man, it's probably very hot. So a cloudy day like this, or not really cloudy, but kind of like a little bit of cloudy, but the sun is still shining through. A little nice breeze going on. This is a very good time to go on a hike. I want to say that, you know, we're already there, but we're not. I'm not going to try to trick you. If it takes too long in this video, it turns out to be just like super long and I walk slower than expected, then I'll cut it. I'll make it more enjoyable for you all. Unless you want to see the whole thing, then I'll make sure to keep the whole thing. And if you don't like my narrative, you can just mute it and then play your own background music, natural forest or wood music that you like. Oh my gosh. I feel like the path is wide enough for a car to get through, but there's no way a car would be able to drive up this steep of a hill. I hope that they can make an alternative path. Sometimes when we are creating trails for these pathways, these mountains and things like that, we do create alternative paths to make it easier for people to go up. This one we haven't done yet. Or maybe actually there is an alternative path. Like if I went towards Guki Peak, like we could have went through that direction, and it's less steep. I don't know why I didn't do that. Actually, it would have taken a little longer. I think that's why. Because the trails do meet again. Okay. All right, let's do this. I told some of the staff members here that I was gonna hike with a 360 video camera up to Gamram Mountain and Gucci Peak, so they're expecting it. So this is my first challenge. Maybe later I'll try to do it faster. maybe do if I have a stabilizer, like they're joking, I should get a stabilizer, like a helmet stabilizer, so I can put the camera on top and just run. I think that'd be fun for maybe, you know, 1 or 2 times you can run with me on a treadmill using VR goggles. I was thinking like VR goggles is so cool because you can immerse yourself in an area that you've never been to, or an area that would be hard to get to, like underwater, these hiking trails like this. So I'm planning on, actually I don't have VR goggles yet, but my friends said that you can get some from Google, the Google Cardboard. It's like it's not that expensive, and I was not paid to say that, by the way. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm already pretty high. I'm already pretty high up just by going up that steep. You can kind of already. Oh, this tree's in the way. Let me see, get a better angle. Well, you can look around while I walk. I'm going back, a little back downhill. I feel like there's 3 very steep hills up before we actually get to Gamram Mountain. But oh, we could have seen Gamram Mountain from where we were at before. Oh, here's a good view. Whew. Just take a little breather, take in the environment. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you hear these airplanes or jets pass by. I think that, you know, it would be nice if we could make an airport here, that you could just fly here. Maybe in the future. But for now, you have to take the bus to get here. There's directions on the website if you're curious. And I'll make another video probably of how to get here from different bus routes. That'd be interesting, actually. Well, anyways, we'll just continue for now. But yeah, if there's videos that you want me to post, how-to videos, how to get to Wolmyeongdong, what you can do in Wolmyeongdong, where you can stay, things like that, how to talk to office people or people here with basic minimal Korean knowledge, then I can definitely make those type of videos. If you kind of, okay, see signs so people don't get lost. Oh yeah, there's actually a cave. It's called Cheondokgur. Well, okay, next time. I'll do a tour of all the caves too. For now, I'm going to go to Gamram Mountain. Or we are on Gamram Mountain, we're just going to the Gazebo. And then you'll see how far you can get in just, you know, just like a couple minutes of hiking. I'm just gonna make it sound easier than it was. Well, I think that's one of the amazing things. Like sometimes when you're going hiking, you feel like you haven't traveled that far, but when you look back, or like especially if you're hiking up a mountain, you can definitely see how far you've gone, and it's just a very rewarding feeling. So I do encourage you all to hike at least once in your life if you know if you're not living more of an outdoors type or anything like that. People think that I'm more of like an office type person. I do like to work efficiently and effectively and think things through, work in a team, in an office, but sometimes, you know, you just have to get in there yourself and experience it with your body. So yeah, I do recommend coming here instead of watching these videos, or if you are watching these videos, you know, hike along with me, whether on your phone or when you're running on your treadmill, making it more of an interactive experience. Of course, I'm walking very slowly, so it may be weird if you're running on a treadmill. I'm not sure what those towns are. I think I've been to them, but I forgot what they're called. There are just some other towns around the region. You can see we're in a very rural area here. But still, you know, because it's been developed over time, it's become a lot more comfortable than what it was before. Before, when Wolmyeongdong was being developed, or before it was developed, there was no place to go to the restaurant. Like, there was, you know, you can go to the restroom anywhere you want to in nature, but there were no buildings. It was not as civilized. Much more primitive, I would say. And you know, the Holy Son's House of Love, that huge building, the rock landscapes, they were not there at all. Just imagine. I'll show pictures later, but it was very different. Now the paths are a little bigger too. I think before there's no path at all. You just have to, if you wanted to get to the gazebo. Actually, there was no gazebo back then. But you know, let's say that there was a gazebo, but they didn't make the path, and you just have to be running through these woods. I think it would have been an adventure, at least for me. But I think other people have been very difficult. Oh, actually, I think we're almost there. Well, it was faster. It was much faster than I expected. I mean, I don't know. I have to check the length of this video, but it makes me want to run now. But I'm not going to. You know, because not for my own benefit, but just for your benefits. Because if I start running, the camera starts shaking, and you know, it'd be a bad experience for both of us. So we have two choices here. Actually, we can go up along these ropes, using the ropes as kind of a bracing to get up faster, or we can go around, take the more scenic route. I'm trying to think. I do like challenges, and it can be more exciting for you all. But I'll just take the normal path for now. Next time, you know, if I'm doing like a time trial, trying to beat my own time, then I'll go up the faster route. But for now, let's just take the regular route. It's a little easier. See, so I think from now on, it's kind of flat, so we can kind of take it a little easier now. Whew. I've been thinking about like what's a good way to film these 360 videos. Like if I should have like a bike or something, or like if I should like walk a dog with me and have the dog carry the 360 camera. But I think it'd be very difficult. We'll see though. I like researching. Oh, okay, so I don't know where the path's connected, because there's the other path, remember, that said like Gukibong this way, but now because I was walking on this path, we can keep going to the left and then we go to Kuki Peak. But we can go to Gamram Mountain going up this way. So you can kind of see like I went in a V shape, and I'm kind of backtracking a little bit going up the mountain. But if I just took the ropes, then I would have shortcut through it. Probably saved like 5 minutes or something. But then I wouldn't have been able to explain about that path. So I think it's good that we took the normal path. So I'm kind of bulldozing through this path, just walking. But if there's something that you like or something that you see that catches your eye, you can definitely pause the video, and I'll try to, you know, stand in significant areas. This is not a significant area, unless you like the pine trees, of course, or the trees here. Also, you can see this was the path that we would have crossed up if I took the ropes. But we're going. I think this is the last stretch, and then I'll be there. I feel like this could be shorter than actually going to the portrait face rock that we saw before. It's just a little more difficult, and I'm sweating a little more. I'm almost there. Someone needs to make like a 3D virtual reality world of Wolmyeongdong. Then I won't have to make any of these videos, right? You can just put on your goggles and experience Wolmyeongdong. Of course, a little more animated. I think one of the pros of these 360 cameras is that, well, it's just a little more real. But I have seen some of those 360 animated like videos, and they're pretty cool. They blocked off this path right here, but you could have actually went up here straight to the gazebo. I think it was a little more dangerous. That's why they kind of blocked it off. They're like, nope. You know, some people can do it, some people can't do it. And then when people do it with a guide, then it's okay, right? But then when they're alone, they get experience. They're like, I can do it too. I don't need a guide. And then something happens, and then, you know, it becomes a problem. So that's why safety first. Rather than the possibility of something happening, might as well get rid of that possibility. Make sure that everyone stays safe. So walking through these trails, we try to keep everyone safe. One of the things I've learned, oh, yeah, I like that mountain peak. Gukibong, I don't know where that is, but probably one of the higher higher peaks over there. There's no gazebo at the top of there, but it's like a peak, a viewpoint. But anyways, going to the gazebo. If you have a sharp eye and you're looking around with a 360 angle, you might be able to you might have seen the gazebo already, but it's kind of covered right now. I won't give you any hints of where it is because we're walking towards it. You'll see on the left that there are some mountain ranges with like huge, like very steep rifts on the ridges on the side. That's Gamram Mountain. Very unique characteristic of the mountain is that it has a lot of these nice steep ridges that people actually scale up. I've never actually been myself, but there are people who scale up those basically vertical ridges, and you know, it works for them. And maybe one day I'll do it while carrying this 360 camera. If I do, then you can experience it with me. I think it'll be fun, at least once, just once. Actually, I have been down this trail before. It leads to a different area, but I think they're still developing that path. That's why it's kind of narrow. For now, we're heading to the gazebo. I see the gazebo. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my sign of hope and finally, you know, I can end this video. I'm just kidding. I'll probably, you know, walk around the gazebo a little bit just so that you can get a view or an idea of the things around the gazebo, how big the gazebo is, how it feels to be inside the gazebo, and you know, if I have the capability to get on top of the roof of the gazebo. I'm just kidding. But we're almost there. Probably another 15 seconds, so if you don't want to see me struggling for these last few steps, you can just fast forward the video a little bit. Sometimes I do that when I get bored. Oh yeah, I think there's someone up here. That's crazy. So yeah, sometimes there's people who walk up here, and so I'm walking, and I think she's just singing. Oh, there's like a visitor. This is like an old school A-frame. You can like practice, you can like kind of experience traditional farming culture, how people carry firewood without any machinery. They use those A-frames. So this is the path that we could have walked up, but they blocked it. And here's yeah, oh, you can see the crane from here. See it straight over here? I'll go up on top of the gazebo as well though. This is very nice. Let's take off our shoes, crane culture. Oh, let's see. So gonna get us see. So I think that's like one of the villages, maybe Jinsan or something. Unless Jinsan's that way. I'm not sure. I have to double check. So you can see the construction going on. And then down the area that's like Sokmakli. And there's, oh, that's another gazebo straight ahead. That's the Gamram Mountain gazebo. Next time I'll go there. Okay, I think I'm like interrupting them, so I'm gonna end here. I'll walk down. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Next time I'll do a video of myself going down the whole mountain. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you liked the video and you want to see more of this type of things, please comment, let me know, and also subscribe. I'll see you later. Goodbye.